What's going on, guys? It's NoSlack Novak, and we're back with episode 2 of our brand new career mode SimAirport. Now, like I said in yesterday's episode, I am going to be revealing a bunch of cool little goodies throughout this episode, but I think we're gonna play a little bit, just playing on this airport, trying to get things to where we need them to be. Now, I kind of figured out, just because I kind of played this game a little bit, and I just wanted to get like a screenshot, and look, now it looks like we actually have blue over here, which is kind of interesting, you know. I think these developers might be listening to me more than I thought, just because yesterday we pointed out that this was white instead of the yellowish green color that people were complaining about, and lo and behold, 24 hours later, it's like a light blue, which is actually pretty cool. I'm liking this color more than the other colors. I understood the yellowish green, you know, simulate P, come on, we can all, you know, it was P, come on guys. But yeah, you know what, the white kind of did look like water, but this definitely, I like this. Now maybe if you guys could do like two colors, maybe do like a blue for water and like a yellowish color for a little bit of P, maybe, I mean, that'd be cool. I think that might be the way to go. Now, I have noticed that we have a major trash problem here, and part of that is because we probably don't have enough garbage bins, although we have the two over here, and we have one over here, that could still be not nearly enough. So I'm thinking maybe we need to add a few more. So why don't we go ahead, we're going to do that. We're going to put a garbage bin over here, and this is going to be for the baggage claim. And then let's put a couple of them over here as well. And then a few of you guys were pointing out too that we should move these up a little bit further, and I agree with you 100%. Although, I mean, the deliveries is probably something that we could do right now. As a matter of fact, I am going to do that. I'm going to cancel this deliveries section over here. I'm going to put the deliveries closer up here. Not too close to the drop-offs, but we are going to put it much closer. So we're going to do something like that. And then this garbage zone over here, I think I want to move that, but we're going to wait until there's absolutely no garbage, which I want to say that takes place at midnight. The garbage truck comes down here and picks this stuff up. Now, here's going to be the first little goodie that I'm going to share with you guys. And this is a big one. This is something that has been talked about before. But this is a new goodie that none of you have seen this actually in game. And you know, although I'm actually not going to be able to build it in this particular airport at this particular time, because one, it doesn't work just yet, and well, it doesn't work just yet, and there's still a few little bugs that they're working on. But I wanted to give you guys the first look. So one of the problems that we've been having, or that I've been noticing, and a lot of other YouTubers that play SimAirport have had this same problem, is even once you do the research and you get the little double wide road and you can have the 2 lanes of traffic, the traffic wasn't, there was a lot of traffic jams, let's just say that. A lot of traffic, it was hard for buses to get around, trash trucks and stuff like that. So one of the solutions to that, and you know, it might not be, but I think it will be, is to have some sort of mode of transportation that doesn't rely on all of these passenger buses dropping off your people. Now, a lot of you probably got the hint as to what I'm talking about. Let me go ahead and show you real quick. Alright guys, so here's the fancy new thing. I kinda cheated. You guys might have seen it. I didn't mean to reveal it that fast. Let's go ahead. We're going to speed up time, and we're going to actually have them build this. Alright, so while that's getting built, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see. So, you know, I'll actually let them build this. Let's go ahead and actually, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to tease you guys right there. Oh, let's do a little bit more. 100%, but it's not done. Alright, so this is one of those exciting little features that we're going to be putting into the game very soon, hopefully. I'm not 100% sure when this is going to be in, but this is going to be in the game. As you guys can see, they already have the artwork done for it. It's in the game, it's just not functioning right now, but you know, all in due time. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna stop teasing you guys. This is the, it actually doesn't look all that great right now. This is the light rail station. We have to wait for the daytime to come, and when the light shines on it, it actually looks pretty sweet. Now what this is gonna do is the train is gonna come in. Obviously the train is gonna come into the light rail station. It's going to drop off a bunch of passengers. Hopefully, I'm thinking it'll drop off a bunch of passengers. And I'm thinking we'll probably have to build like a rail over here, right? I don't know if the rail is going to be incorporated into the light rail station, but I'm assuming we're going to have to build the rail like maybe off the edge of the map and then bring it down here. And that'll be just another way for more passengers to come in and out of our airport. And I'm assuming it's going to work for them coming out of the airport too. You know, the passengers that come in, instead of having to go to the drop-off location or the pickup location and wait for their passenger bus or taxi or their family to pick them up, they'll actually be able to just walk on over to their light rail station and leave the map that way. At least that's what I'm hoping. Let's go ahead. The time is sped up. I want you guys to see what this looks like in the daytime, because it does look pretty sweet. I really love this glass roofing that they have here over the seats, as we can see here. And I'm sure this doesn't mean anything, but this is going to be what, 3, 6, 9, 12, so 24 seats, which again, I'm pretty sure that doesn't mean anything. People probably won't even be able to sit in these seats, but the fact, I mean, this just looks gorgeous to me. They've got the seats here, they've got the little glass awning hanging over the seats for when it rains, which we know that it actually does rain in the game, so that's pretty cool. Excuse me. The tiles here are pretty nice too. That just it's another cool little feature. It adds more to the game. It's gonna be a nice little aspect that you have to worry about even further. So that is the first little goodie. Hope you guys enjoyed that little early sneak peek at that in the game. Nobody else on YouTube has showed you guys this. I promise you that. Alright guys, so that was the train station. It is obviously not fully functioning. It is actually not functioning at all quite yet, but that is how the train station is going to look, and probably how it's going to work too. I'm guessing, you know, people are going to be able to board the train station, or well, you can put the train station, and this is just me guessing. I'm not 100% sure because it is still very early. The train station might not be in the game for another who knows how long. Maybe I don't want to lie to you guys. Oh, that's kind of cool. The buses are actually dropping these guys off at the bottom now instead of at the top. That's cool. That's very needed. Anyways, back to the train station. The train station might not be in the it might be in the game 2 weeks from now. It might be in the game 6 months from now. Who knows? I don't know. I don't want to lie to you guys. Just giving you guys a heads up that there is a train station and it will eventually be working and in the game. Now, I'm thinking the train station will probably be able to rotate either north-south or east-west, and you could kind of have a road, and then the train will come into your map and the people will get dropped off at the train station and then be able to walk to your ticketing area, as opposed to have to get dropped off by a bus or a car or a taxi or whatever. Now real quick, let's come back over here and see how we're doing on this flight. This flight departs in 10 minutes. Alright, so it's a little bit late. It's going to be about, let's see here, 104 people boarded, 105. It was about 20-30 minutes late, which not the greatest. And it looks like our janitor is doing a little bit of cleaning over here. So that's not the greatest, but I don't think they're going to cancel the contract on us because the flight was, 20-30 minutes late. If they do, that would suck. But I think we're safe. I think we're good. Let's double check though. Scheduled and route, I think we're good for now. Now hopefully the janitors are going to be able to, we should have 2 janitors. Where are these guys? And trash trucks, I need you guys to pick up all of the garbage. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This trash truck here is blocking all of these buses, which, if we put the garbage zone up higher like we plan to, that could interfere with the pickups and the drop-offs and all of that. So that is where the train station would come in very, very handy. Now, I want you to pick up all of this garbage over here. You left 2? Really? Alright, well, you know what? That sucks, but we're just going to go ahead. We're going to get rid of this zone. and we're going to move the garbage zone a little bit higher, just so that they don't have to do as much walking. Let's put this down here. And I think we want to do, let's do 4x4, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of those dumpsters down. This way they can hold, right now they'll be able, ooh, okay, made it a little bit larger than I thought. Now we can hold 60 pieces of garbage, and they won't just be putting it willy-nilly anywhere they want. They'll actually have to, they'll be forced to put it into the garbage bins, the dumpsters. Go ahead and build that stuff out. Now I hope you guys liked that train station. I do have a few more things that might be a little bit more up your alley if you didn't. That wasn't the only little goodie that I have to share with you guys just yet. You know what, that being said, let's go ahead, actually let's see how we do with this Aero Time flight, and then after this flight departs I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys the second goodie. Which there's more goodies. Don't worry, it's not just one or two goodies. There's a lot of goodies. All right, let's see. So departs in 3 minutes. We're running a little bit late. I'm thinking maybe we should add that second desk. This one is gonna be, I'd say, about 12 minutes late. It was about 6 minutes late. Much better, much better. We have $52,000 now too, so that's nice. We might be able to expand a little bit sooner than I wanted to, actually. Well, anyways, so that plane's gone. It was only 6 minutes late. Not bad. Now, the second little goodie, and this kind of goes along with maybe the train station, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Again, I don't know how this stuff's going to work. I just know it's in the game, and I'm giving you guys a little bit of early feature access into all of these little goodies. Now, the second thing, little goodie that I'm going to give you guys is... Alright guys, so this is the second little goodie that I'm going to show you guys in today's episode. Now, here's the thing. I already showed you guys the light rail station, right, which is up here alongside the road. Now, what this is going to help do is it's going to help bring a lot of people to our airport, right? Because right now they're only really getting brought by passenger buses, taxis, and like their family cars, stuff like that, right? Well, in future episodes, we're going to be able to use this light rail station and actually have people come in through the light rail station. But what about people driving, you know, maybe they don't have family members that can drop them off at the airport. Maybe they don't want to spend $40, $50 or 80 pounds or something on a taxi to the airport. So what are those guys going to do? I mean, how are they going to be able to get to the airport? Well, they're going to be able to drive their fancy cars and park at our fancy parking garage. Now this one isn't rotated because that's not a feature in the game, because if it was, we'd actually have this positioned somewhere else, because as you guys can see here, we have the entrance and the exit to the parking garage, and this is, I absolutely love this structure. This looks awesome. I love the fact that they did the little brick here on the sides. That looks really cool, and you can actually see inside. You can see these little yellow lines for where they're going to be able to park. Now, who knows if we're actually going to be able to get like little cars in the windows so we can actually kind of see how full it is and whatnot. But this is a really cool feature. I'm assuming we're going to connect it to the road, right? Because they're going to drive in. And this is poor placement, but I just couldn't put it on this side of the map, which is why I decided to put it inside of our secured area over here. Now, like I said, I'm going to assume we're going to have the road coming down here, and cars are going to be able to go alongside. And again, we could rotate this in the future, and people will be able to come in, park, exit, maybe like a couple days later. And there's a lot of possibilities with this parking garage. What we could do is we might be able to set it, and this is all speculation. This isn't confirmed. Nobody has told me that this is going to be in the game or anything. But maybe we could set this parking garage to be like long-term parking. Because, you know, most of the times when you fly somewhere for a few days, right? Like, you don't necessarily fly out in the morning and come back at night. I mean, some business people probably do that. I'm sure a lot of people do that. But there's a lot of families and stuff, like if, you know, in America, when you fly to Disneyland or something, you park your car, and your car's in this parking garage for 3 or 4 days. Then you come back and you pick it up and you go home. So I'm hoping long-term parking is going to be kind of a feature that we have. And then also maybe we could have a separate garage for same-day parking, or maybe this one parking garage will just be able to handle both. Now, the other cool thing that's going to happen with the parking garage, hopefully, is that we'll be able to charge prices for cars parking here, right? Maybe we do something like, hey, if you're here same day parking, you're paying 10-20 bucks for same day parking, which I think is somewhat reasonable. And maybe we could do long-term parking, like, hey, every 3 days is, I don't know, $30, or maybe we charge $20 for same day parking. So then we'll do something like, hey, for 3 days we'll only charge you $50. You guys can save $10 by parking here for 3 days. So that is another cool little feature that is going to be in SimAirport. Not quite sure when. Could be next week, could be 6 months from now. Nobody really knows. I'm not even sure that the developers know right now, because they do have to do some more, little balancing and doing the rotation and all that stuff. But and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to tease you guys. If I click on this objects tab right here, it'll actually show me a bunch of cool things that are going to be in the game later on, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow's episode. Tomorrow's episode, you guys will get more goodies. It's not just limited to these 2 goodies over here. It's not just the train station and the parking garage. No, no, no. There are a lot more cool things that you guys have actually asked for and might not have gotten answers to, which I know the answers, and nobody else on YouTube. And I'm kind of bragging about this, and I'm sorry, but I think this is super cool. None of the other SimAirport Let's Players, and I really don't mean to be bragging, and if Biffa or Conflict Nerd or Corrales or whoever else that does the videos for SimAirport, they do great videos, don't get me wrong, but none of those guys have this kind of insider info that I have right now. This is really cool. The parking garage, the train station, that's just the start, guys. There's a lot more cool stuff in there, and I am going to be very happy to show you guys in tomorrow's episode a few more goodies. Alright guys, so that was the parking garage. Now again, as I probably stated in that little clip there, not quite sure exactly how it's gonna work. Obviously a parking garage works that cars come in and they park. I don't know if if I'm gonna get paid for cars being overnight at the parking garage. Not quite sure how it's gonna work, but that was a huge building, and it did look pretty cool. I really like the model that they had there for the parking garage. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a useful feature. I mean, a lot of you go to the airport, their garages are freaking huge. I mean, they can hold thousands and thousands of cars. They're not these little garages that can hold 50 to 100 cars in the city. These are garages that are designed to have thousands of people going through them every single day, because thousands of people are flying through these airports. Like I said, I live in Chicago. Both of the airports here, Chicago Midway and Chicago O'Hare, have ginormous parking garages. So I mean, I really like that model, and I think that's going to add another layer to the game where you might actually get paid for each car that parks there. Now, if that's $5 or $50, I'm not sure. Maybe you'll be able to do like overnight parking, and maybe it'll just be like a few hour type thing, maybe like a drop off or something. I don't know, but that's going to add another little layer to the game. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to really enjoy kind of having that aspect, having the trains and the parking garages work together. Now, looks like a ton of people here are trying to use these electronic kiosks. And I'm pretty sure, okay, they still haven't done anything with like assigning queues to these, which is good. I actually like that. I'm kind of curious as to why they're all trying to use these two when this one doesn't really have too many people here. It's kind of interesting. Looks like we actually need, let's go ahead and expand our ticketing just a little bit. So what I think we're going to do, let's add one more ticketing desk. So we're going to put one over, let's put this one over here. And then maybe we should kind of move these over. Maybe we should have more of those. I think I'm going to do that. Let's go ahead and dismantle these two, just because nobody's using them right now. And now, since those are dismantled, we can actually just use those same two, right? So let's go ahead and put a few over here. We're going to do a gap there, do one over there. Let's fast forward a little bit. And let's go ahead and cancel this one. And once that one gets deconstructed, we can actually construct a few more. I want to do at least one more. So that one's deconstructed. We could do that there. And I don't think that... Okay, good. He took the one that we already had and he built it over there. We're waiting on this one to get built. And now since we have the ticketing desk here, let's go ahead and assign it to the queue. And since we did that other ticketing desk, we are going to need one more staff member, right? Working that desk. And we should be good. That should make our ticketing able to handle any kind of traffic that we have, at least from this one gate. Now, it might be a little late to make this plane board on time. I can almost guarantee you that that one is not going to get boarded on time. Now, what's going on over here? What's this worker doing? Uh-oh. Is that 3 janitors? Trash bag? Dirty floor, janitor. I think this janitor here is stuck. Now keep in mind, guys, I'm playing on the experimental branch, so there are definitely going to be bugs. This experimental branch is updated, if not daily, then it's updated pretty much every other day. I'm pretty sure for the most part they've been doing a really good job with updating it every single day, but there are a few days that they actually kind of skip, or that they have so many things to work on that... Oh, that's kind of funky. Everybody's going through there. There are some days where they just have so much to work on that they don't release anything, and they kind of like do a 2-day thing, like 2 days for one patch, and just release like a major one like they just did. Now, this one is not connected to our baggage carousel. I'm pretty sure it isn't. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's actually make sure. I want to watch them build this. Now the delivery should be coming in like right now, and because we moved it up, they should be delivering it much faster. They are. And one more. You guys need to do one more. Alright, one of my workers, come on. There we go. And that is good. Beautiful. So that is working now. We have 3 fully functioning ticket desks, and then we have 4 electronic kiosks. Our baggage is being delivered over here, which is great. Waiting on baggage loading, deplaning, and cleaning. And that is going to start boarding here in 10 minutes. And look, oh, you guys, if you guys are watching, the devs are watching, you guys are absolutely awesome. How long ago did I just say that they should have blue and yellow for water and pee? And look at that. We're in the same episode. I literally just said that maybe 5 or 10 minutes ago. And look at that, it's in the game. That's awesome. These guys, you know what, you guys are just crushing it. You guys are killing it. You guys are doing a great job. I'm sounding like a fanboy, but these guys, you know, if I were to pick a team if I had like an idea for a video game, and I was like, oh, I need to find some guys that are gonna design this video game, you guys would be it. You guys would be the guys that I'd choose to design my game, because you guys are just absolutely on top of it. You guys are like reading my mind with some of this stuff. Alright, let's make sure, let's hope this plane gets done. Departs in 24, 20, 10. We're not gonna be there on time. That's fine. You know what? We're fine. Let's go ahead. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add in another. Maybe we should just destroy this one. We have 69,000. This costs 28. Let's just go ahead and build the airplane gate. So we're gonna have 2 gates now. We're gonna put this over here, and then because I learned my lesson, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna put in 2 more gate agents. I'm gonna put one over here, and then over here we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna put another one. Now maybe I kind of think maybe we should move those over. I think over here we're gonna have to do that. So I'm actually going to demolish this one. That's a lot of trash over there too. Like, I'm kind of wondering why. Looks like we need to hire more janitors. Let's go ahead. We have 2. Let's hire 3 more. We'll have a whopping 5 janitors. Now let's go ahead. We're gonna assign this over here. And what we're gonna do is we're going to... Alright, let's see. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's focus on this area over here real quick. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do another queue. And this is gonna end right here. And you know what, let's go ahead and let's actually shrink this. This one is gonna go a little bit like, maybe like this. We'll do something like that, and that kind of looks a little bit funky, but we are gonna make this assigned to this queue, and this is gonna be first class only. And then we're also gonna assign it over here, so once the first class passenger is board, it can start working on the coach passengers over here. Yes, okay, so that should work out for us. Now we do have the extra janitors, so hopefully this trash is gonna get picked up here pretty soon. I mean, we hired 5, which should be more than enough, I'm hoping, to clean up that area. Oh man, look at that. We got the yellow pee, we got the blue pee, we got cups being spilled over here, we have papers everywhere. That is an absolute freaking mess. Now, you know what, that being said, I think maybe in between these queues, maybe we should put some garbage bins. What do you think? Hey, I really don't like how they're walking through here either. But at least it kind of looks like they're avoiding the queues, which they didn't do that before. They would just walk straight through. So that's another improvement that these guys made. Alright, well that's cool right there. I'm glad we have that. Now over here, we have the gate agent desk right there, which we're going to be able to use. Let's go over here, and we're going to do another one. And I think we're going to do something like this, and like that. Is that how we had it before? No, I'm pretty sure we had it over here. So I think we're going to do it like that. And then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get rid of this queue. So we're going to shrink this queue over here. And we're going to make it, we're going to turn this into 2 queues. We're going to have the one here, and it's going to do something like this. And this will be our coach one. Then we'll have another one, and it's going to do something like this. And this one's going to be smaller because it's only going to be first class. So people will be able to walk through here and get here. So let's go ahead and fast forward time. This desk is going to be assigned to this gate, as well as this queue, which is going to be coach only. And then we can fast forward time. Come on. Come on. There we go. Now this one, we're going to assign it again to the gate, and we're going to assign it to this queue, which is going to be okay, it's assigned to this queue, which is going to be first class only. So let's double check. Oh, we need to assign it to this queue over here too. Coach only. Beautiful. So this desk assigned to the gate, first class, and coach. This one should only be the gate and coach. Beautiful. We need to hire 2 staff members for those 2. Where are you going? Ah, I see where you're going. Okay, so we're going to assign a worker over here, and this worker is coming over here to work at this gate desk. Now, as we can see here, this person is still stuck, which is unfortunate. However, uh-oh, don't tell me you're stuck too. No! They're both stuck. So we have 5 janitors, and at least 2 of them are stuck. That's unfortunate. That's not fun. Where are our other janitors? Please don't tell me they're okay, there's one. So that's what, 4 accounted for? I think that's 4 janitors that are accounted for. Right, we have this one. Let's pause the game. We have this janitor over here, right here, walking up. Then let's kind of check out over here. We don't have any janitors hanging out over here. Is there one cleaning this restroom? No. Is there one cleaning this restroom? No. Just this guy that's stuck over here. Now that's 3 objects. So let's cycle through that. We have the janitor, passenger, and a door. Okay. So that's 2 janitors that are accounted for. Then we have this 3rd one here. We have there we go. There's the 4th one, and then we have a 5th one over here. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like 3 of our 5 janitors are actually working. And we have the one that's stuck over here. We have this guy here, which let's just go ahead. Okay, even if we fire him, okay, even if we fire him, it doesn't do anything. That's unfortunate. I'm really, like, you have no idea how, like, amazed I am that they actually did this. It looks like we actually have, like, another little shade over here. So that's really cool. It's a little minor little detail, but it's really cool that that actually worked out. Now I'm thinking we have $54,000. Let's check out our hangar capabilities. And we have medium hangar for $46,000. Let's do that. What we're going to do is we're going to dismantle that smaller one, but in the meantime we're going to put this medium hangar over here. Actually, you know what I want to do? I kind of want to, this is, you know, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it now. Assign vehicles, we're going to sell that one, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to dismantle this small hangar. And yes, it's going to raise up the warning that we don't have a hangar for this, for the baggage carousel and all that. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to sell these items, and we probably don't have to sell them since we are going to build the medium hangar. But I'm going to put a medium, you know what, can we just do a large? 84, no, we can't afford it. We're going to do a medium hangar. We're going to put that right, let's put it as close as possible to this routing station as we can. We're going to speed up time, and I would love for this to get built in the next 50 minutes. I want to get this in before 2 o'clock, because at 2 o'clock people are going to be rushing in for our first flight of the day. See, people are already coming in, and this is getting built. I need you guys to get that built ASAP, please. Please do that for me. Alright, beautiful. Let's assign vehicles, and again we're going to do 2 baggage cars. And should we do a fuel truck? I'm thinking the fuel truck still might not work, but let's give it a shot. I want to watch these guys come out here and actually help with the luggage. Right, because the luggage should be traveling on the conveyor, which it is. We can see it going in right now. I would love to see the baggage cars come over here and actually pick this up. Alright, so the plane landed, so now the baggage car came out. It looks like it's unloading all the baggage from that plane. It's delivering it into there, which is, they're putting it right there, and it's going to come out, it's going to go into the baggage claim area. Now he's going to hop. He grabbed the rest, and he's putting it on the actual plane. Waiting on baggage loading. Still waiting. Waiting on baggage loading still? Interesting. We have 114 boarded. I wonder why it's saying waiting on baggage loading when... Oh, there is more. I saw that the staff member manually rode the golf cart over there. That's interesting. Is this one routing station not able to handle that whole plane? That might be a thing. I don't know. Anyways, you know what? We have this new gate here. Why don't we get some more flights? Let's do this one here. Galactic Point, 53%. These guys are worried about passenger satisfaction and airport and runway usage prices, which right now, I don't feel like our prices are all that high. And you know what? We actually can't. Requires a larger gate. Okay, so all of their flights, none of them are for a regular large gate. We'd need an extra large one, and I'm not going to build that right now. So, let's check out who else. These guys. Starflight, 60%. Let's see. Can we get some more of your guys' flights? Boeing 767, which is 250 passengers. Let's try. So we're going to accept that one, and then we could do another nighttime flight, which, let's see, the 707 is 180. Let's try this 181, just because I don't want to overwhelm our airport. That 250 passenger one, we might not be able to handle all that traffic. Let's go into our schedule. We have this one here. Let's go ahead and bring this a little bit closer in. Let's do something like this. And then we should have one more, which is that one right there. We're going to bump this one up to, I don't know, like right here maybe. Now let's get ourselves one afternoon flight. Just one. I don't want to go crazy. I want to make sure that we're going to be able to handle all these people. Again, some of these, let's see, afternoon, no, we're not going to do that tiny little one. Some of these flights, I don't want to upset our airplanes or our Let's see, Boeing 707, 180, beautiful in the afternoon. I don't want to upset these airline contracts and jeopardize. We're going to move this one, and we're going to just, again, do something like that. So there is going to be that big gap right there. We can actually, since we have that big of a gap, let's go ahead and do something like that. Just kind of spread it out a little bit more. So that's all we're going to do right now. I think that's what, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 flights, 2 gates and 8 flights. This is our primary gate, right? This one has 5 flights a day, and then this secondary one here has 3, which none of that is going to take effect until probably tomorrow, because we didn't accept those contracts until day 6, so they're not going to take effect until day 7. Now, some of this stuff is getting cleaned up. It's not as messy as it was. This janitor here, though, okay, we can't fire him. We just have those 2 janitors working over there. And then where's our 3rd working janitor? He's down here putting stuff into our dumpsters, which, let's see, 9 out of 10. Looks like that's really, 5. Okay, so these 2 dumpsters are the only ones that are actually being filled up right now. But I'm sure that would change if we actually had a few more working janitors. Nice to see that you're not stuck. Now at 37,000, why don't we go ahead, why don't we put a nice floor down here? I'm thinking, let's just go standard. We'll do the standard little floor over here. That's going to get delivered. They're going to build that out. I think that's going to get done pretty quick. And I really like the fact that now the drop-off zones and the pickup zones and all that, they actually come down to the lowest point, like the farthest away point, instead of dropping them off at the very tip over here, because that creates a huge traffic jam, and this actually is going to help us out a lot, an absolute ton. Now, my concern is our security area might not be big enough anymore, because we did accept that, we did build that 2nd airplane gate. And we built the 2nd airplane gate, and we almost doubled our flights. We might also need to build a 2nd baggage claim area. Let's go ahead and do that, and that might be one of the last things that we do in this episode. We're gonna put this, you know what, let's just put this, well, if we put this over here, will we be able to, yeah, we could, no, we couldn't. So let's just do the 2. We'll put this guy over here, and then we're gonna have to connect the conveyor belt. So let's do this. We're gonna wait for that to get built, which, wow, that got built really quickly. Okay, we can do the conveyor line, and we're gonna do something like that, and hopefully that works. I'm thinking it will. There's a small chance that it will not work though, but let's give it a shot. Alright, our workers are working their butt off, getting that built for us. And that's going to work beautifully. Looks like it's going to work beautifully at least. 38,000 bucks, 94% satisfaction, and we have 52.85% airline interest, which, not the greatest. That could go up a little bit more, but I'm not complaining. And look, us adding those other janitors, we have a completely clean airport now, which is beautiful. We still have those stuck janitors, which is unfortunate even after we fired them, but this airport is going to run absolutely smoothly. And imagine later on when we're actually able to add the train station and the parking garage. That's going to be huge. That's going to be awesome. I'm thinking, should I give you guys a little bit more as far as the goodies that I'm going to reveal? You know what, I'll give you one more. I'll give you 2 more. 2 more little goodies. And I'm not going to actually show you these, I'm just going to tell you. One thing that we're going to be able to actually add into the restroom, and this is going to be visual, but I mean obviously it's going to work as well. But they're actually adding in urinals. So as of right now, as you guys can see, we have the regular toilets, which this janitor here is cleaning. We have the regular toilets. You all know what a regular toilet looks like. But we're also going to have the urinals. So it looks like we might be able to actually classify restrooms as, hey, this is a male restroom with urinals and this is a female restroom with regular toilets. Not 100% sure if they'll actually have male and female restrooms, but at least you'll have a visual difference in terms of having the urinals in one, if that's something that you want to do. Now, I'll give you guys one more thing. We're gonna have staff-only doors as well. So before, in the last series that we had, I actually used these security exits as kind of like outdoor staff-only doors, which worked because they allowed the area to stay secured. But it was kind of ridiculous having the wall destroyed and just having one of these little things hanging out like over here, making that like a staff-only door. They're actually gonna have staff-only doors in the game. So none of that little jankiness of having the like no wall there. We're actually going to be able to build a actual legitimate door, which I've already seen what it looks like. It pretty much looks like this one over here. It's just brown, signifying to you and the passengers and the employees like, hey guys, this door's for you and not you, you know, like, hey, workers only, staff only. Now, you know what, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. Let's make sure that this plane gets boarded just fine. Looks like all the baggage and everything has already been delivered. And it looks like we're actually going to get it boarded on time. 20 minutes left and only about 14 more passengers, so that's beautiful. Again, so that's probably it for this episode. Not probably, that is it for this episode. We introduced the train station and also the parking garage. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed seeing that. I think you guys are going to absolutely love the fact that those are going to be in the game later on. And that one did. That one got boarded on time and with 149 passengers, so that's beautiful. Hopefully these janitors can clean this up, because then that's actually kind of cool. That was a full flight, 149 people, so obviously they're going to make the floor dirty. And look at that, the flight just left, the floor is dirty, and the janitors are already working on cleaning that up. Beautiful. If you guys like this episode, do me a favor, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot. And key thing, if you guys subscribe, you'll get notifications for my future videos, which in tomorrow's video, I will show you even more goodies. If you weren't happy with the train station and with the parking garage and all of that, then maybe you'll be excited about tomorrow's little sweet secret goodies that I can talk about. So yeah, come check that out tomorrow, possibly. Hopefully I'll see you guys on another video. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys are enjoying this brand new SimAirport series that we're doing in career mode. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.